What's up, guys? So this morning we're starting off by going and helping Tommy F. Yeah. Now, if you guys know, he's been doing the Silvia giveaway. It's such a beautiful car, but the last thing it needs is a tune. He's had some issues with some ECUs. He got an AM and it ended up being junk. And then he bought some like old school like Tomy Ride-Tech ECU that no one has tuned with since like the 90s. And so I offered to let him use the ECU in my 240 in the meantime, the Nismotronics. We can get the thing tuned and he'll just reimburse me or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we're gonna go down, the car is currently at Morfab. We're gonna throw it in, get the base map on, get it ready, bring it to the dyno form, and then Jamie Marsh is gonna be doing his magic. And that car should make some decent power, so I'm excited to see it. So let's just head down to the shop.
Jimmy Oaks here. I grew a beard and got shorter.
What's up? So we got my Nismotronic plugged in and it's going good so far. We got the whole engine harness situated and whatnot. So Tommy, are you ready to make some power? Possibly.
You mean, am I ready to fuck?
Are you ready to fuck?
I'm ready to fuck.
On the first date?
First date.
Beautiful. So Tommy's car is gonna be pretty cool because it's a very similar setup to my Black Z. The only difference is his turbo is ball bearing and he has the Tomy Pond cams, which are what I ordered to upgrade my car. So he'll have the cams, not the turbo, but I'm gonna have the turbo and not the cams soon. So we're gonna see how they compare, which is pretty cool.
By racing.
By racing.
Derek, what are you doing here?
I'm trying to unfuck what you guys fucked.
Have you done anything so far?
No.
So we're having an issue where the ECU won't pick up any map signal, which means we can't use the map sensor, and that's basically what's telling the car how much air it's getting, which means if we don't have that, we can't tune the damn thing. So Tommy brought a boof ass car today and we're trying to figure it out. This has been here for 3 days. But so I think we're just gonna take everything out of my car and put it in here. Sound good?
I don't know. Is it gonna crash like yours?
Ouch. I'm gonna go fucking cry in my own bay. Tommy's got me out here taking apart my damn car for him. It's alright. I want to see that Silvia run really bad, so we'll make sure she hits. I'm literally out here cutting up my whole engine harness. Whatever. Now we gotta wire this thing into Tommy's car and we should be good to go. Definitely more of a pain in the ass than we thought, but we'll get the job done. Jip, we're starting the video.
Already?
Yeah.
Already. This is early for you.
Get out of here. What time is it?
Well, it's like 6:37.
Yeah. So
today we're gonna put the turbo on the Z.
Okay, yeah. So I was getting to that, but I spent all day trying to work on Tommy's Silvia, trying to get that to run. Thing needs a lot of buttoning up still, but it's okay. I'm happy to help, and it's almost there. We're almost there. But now it is time to start what we got to do, and that is
Turbo.
So as you guys know, I told you guys I got a better, bigger turbo for the Black Z, and it officially came in. Now, so instead of spending the crazy money on a Garrett, I decided to go with a little bit cheaper route, and I've been actually excited to try this out. So, of course, we went with the ISR branded turbo. Now, they started selling turbos a few years ago, and I've actually heard some good things about them, and their price range is like right there. So I tend to avoid buying cheaper parts of the more important stuff. I know where you can, you know, sacrifice money here and there, but I've never really seen myself as a cheap turbo kind of guy, but I've heard really good things about this turbo, and you know what? They gave me such a good deal on it that it's worth a shot. I'm down to see how this goes, and I'm pretty excited. So right here, this is essentially a GT2871R, which is the same turbo I have on this car. You good over there? What do you think, Chip?
Yeah.
So it's not massive, obviously, as you could tell, but the whole point of this turbo is supposed to be like the best balance between spool and power, or
Spool and bull.
Spool and bull, right here. So this will not have much lag at all.
Wrong side.
But it should put us in the mid 3 horsepower range if we have all the supporting stuff. So I'm pretty excited.
You gotta take the wastegate though and get an external one so you get like mine.
I'm good.
Pussy!
You good there?
Dude, that thing's on. They really I got one that. Yeah.
Nice.
Doesn't work. Nah, it's the shaft seized.
So as you guys can see, it's not insanely bigger, but definitely a more efficient turbo, and it's definitely going to give us what we need, and we're not going to really sacrifice any lag for it. So got a lot of work to do, and I guess let's just start by putting all the lines on it and get it bolted to the manifold and try to shove it in there. I quickly got the lines on. We got the coolant lines, oil drain, oil feed, and I hope they're hooked up right because once the manifold's on, it's a bitch. So we'll be reusing my old manifold because there's nothing wrong with it. So of course we got new gaskets, and it really should just slip on. It's like impressively tight. I just blasted this thing together. Ugh, okay. I thought that was gonna be more of a pain in the ass than it was. I just rushed out. It's really late and I really want to get this on tonight, so I'm a little stressed out, so I'm trying to bang it together, but it's getting there. So, man, this thing looks really good. Let's get the downpipe on, and then hopefully we can just shove it into the car. The only crazy thing we're gonna have to do is I might have to clock the housing on the turbo, which by clocking means rotating it, and I definitely have to make a new inlet for the turbo and a new intake. So unfortunately, the turbo didn't come with any studs in it, and I completely forgot to get new ones. So I'm gonna try to transfer them off the old turbo without breaking them, and it's pretty nerve-wracking. So I thought I was screwed because all I can get was these two out, and then Dingle here saves the day. I appreciate it, buddy.
No problem, bro.
Hell yeah. So now we can get this together, which is really good. And I got the Freshie stud, so that's cool.
I could put the all...
So it's officially all one piece. Got new gaskets all around, so I'm not gonna worry about it, and the turbo's looking good. So now the only problem we could possibly have is if the coolant lines and the oil lines don't line up that well, because you could kind of flip the orientation. I just kind of guessed. So let's throw her in. Dudley on camera.
All right, so Jimmy's getting ready to do turbo time.
All right. The goal is to not scratch everything.
Yep.
Alright, what have we caught on? There we go. Man, that's a tight fit.
It wasn't bad though. Another good job done by Jimmy Oaks.
Thanks, Dudley.
He's the man.
Okay, so I'm just trying to rush and get this done, as you could probably tell. So we got it all bolted in, all the lines hooked up. It looks good in there. I mean, the intake housing on it's actually pretty small, so the turbo itself looks pretty puny, but... Now I gotta hook up the exhaust and then do the oil drain that doesn't line up, which is sick. So I gotta cut that and mod that, but that's not a huge deal. What I'm really worried about is getting my intercooler piping hooked up because it's kind of a weird size. So right now we have it's like a 2-inch right here, and we have to get to a 2.5 right here. So I basically need this and a 90. And what's killing me is I swear I had one. I've had one forever. I got it when I got my PBM and mid-mount kit for this car. Never used it. I could picture it in my head in 7 different locations. It's not there, so I'm freaking out. But there's a possibility that I brought down the Kennys when we did the S14. So I'm gonna run down there. Fingers fucking crossed that we have it. See guys, I knew I had one somewhere. It just happens to already be in use. Kenny, I apologize.
It's okay. I didn't want to drive this car anyway. I just wanted to look at it.
We'll be good. I'll order a couple tonight. All right. So here it is. This is like, I think it's the right size.
If I take it off and it's not the right size, we're gonna have a problem. I know it's definitely got like a real battery issue.
Here we go. All right. Hopefully I see you in like 35 minutes.
Yeah, if I don't, I'll come get you.
All right, if this thing was literally a millimeter shorter, or this, it would not work. It's pretty tight. I have them on by like literally like barely the width of the clamp, but we should be good. I have to extend this probably like 1/2 inch. It'll be comfy, but this looks so much better because now all you see is titanium. Before you had like titanium, aluminum, and it was kind of ugly, but look at that. Now you got full titanium and it looks so good. So this is what we got. The ugliest little hot air intake you'll ever see, but you know what? It's better than open turbo and getting a rock in there and the turbo exploding and it's brand new, and you guys know the deal. So this is the oil drain. This thing attaches to the bottom of the turbo and it just kind of drips the oil back into the oil pan. Now we modded it before for the T28, but now we're gonna have to mod it again. For this end is almost just kind of off like 1/2 inch to the right. Enough that we can't just stretch it with a hose, so I think if we shorten it, we can. So I'm just gonna cut the damn thing. We should be fine. It's low pressure, so I don't really care to have a rib here. I think it'll be just fine. So since we just cut this, make sure you clean the shit out of this thing because, you know, it's going back into the oil pan. You don't want a metal in there. Nice. All right, oil drain is on and it fits better than ever. Look at that. It looks so nice and new down here. I hooked the exhaust up real quick. It was a bitch, but we might have a rattle because it seems like the exhaust sits slightly different now because of the turbo. It actually seems like it sits closer to the chassis, so we actually might. Oh yeah, we're sitting on the chassis. I'm gonna worry about that another day because I just want to hear this thing run because I've been going nuts for the past 3 hours. Oh, I never tightened the lower hose. Fuck me. All right, it's tight. We're good. We didn't lose any fluid. Drink up, bitch. Got that Volkswagen coolant in this bitch. This is the part I dread. Starting a car for the first time after a big modification. It's nerve-wracking. I'm terrified, but so far, so good. Well, it looks like the thermostat's being a little bitch and it doesn't want to open, which I swear I took the thermostat out of this car, but I guess not because the coolant line that's on the thermostat side is ice cold, and of course, out of the head, it is it's quite hot. So sometimes when your car sits for a long time, you have to get the thing like real hot before the thermostat opens, and then it's fine. So I guess we'll find out. All right, I guess let's go see what fucking happens. I don't know. So I think it is on wastegate pressure, which means it's probably only gonna boost to like 7-8 pounds. So it should feel less powerful than before because we were on like 15, 16 before. So I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I've been running around rushing all day. All right, this map has way too much feeling it down low. All right, look at it, it's 10-0. That's so bad. Oh my God. There is just so much fuel right now in this map that is doing almost like, it's just kind of robbing it of a lot of power. But I like the way this turbo spools up though. It spools up at like a very reasonable time. We're gonna pull this in, and it's a little too late. Unfortunately, we can't get on the dyno tonight. I was like really hoping for it, but things didn't happen right this afternoon. So we're gonna throw on the dyno tomorrow, adjust the fueling, and see how much we picked up from just changing the turbo. That honestly feels so anticlimactic. I rushed so hard to get that thing on, and I did it in like, how long did it take me? It took me 4 hours, which having to piece together the hardware for that and having to piece together the intercooler stuff, I'll consider that good. But it is late as shit. I'm exhausted. I'm so upset. I literally tore my Silvia apart today to get that ECU on for Tommy. And that car still needs like 2 more days worth of wrenching on, and then it should be good. But I want to tune that thing. I want to see that car run. That car's gonna be so badass once it finally runs. So, damn. But I can't wait to throw the Z on the dyno and see how much power it picks up. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But even though I just rushed through, I hope you guys still like today's video. And yeah, so you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.